the top of the top. To get into Harvard, what an accomplishment, what an achievement, what academic excellence you must show, a cut above everyone else. And 31 student groups blaming Israel, blaming the victim. And your answer to this is they are largely right? Hamas that murdered children? Hamas that murdered innocent people?
Read the rest of what I said, though, brother.
Okay.
Read the rest of what I
they
said.
are largely right, but lacking nuance.
No, I didn't say lack nuance. That's the title of the piece.
Okay.
My actual words were, I'll just be very honest.
I got it here in front of me.
The words too. The words were that Israel's policies of war crimes and collective punishment against Palestinians
I'll read
set
it
a
to you.
context,
Israel and the United
and
States
Hamas
are
must take
primarily
responsibility
responsible
for killing innocent people. Anybody who kills innocent people are engaging in barbaric acts.
You said
no matter
Israel,
who they are, what color, what nation, and so forth.
Israel and the United States are primarily
the United States has supported and enabled.
You explain to this audience. I want you to explain. How is Israel and the United States responsible for beheading 40 children? How?
I'm talking about the context. 545 Palestinian children died in August 2004. Not one American said a word. I believe a Palestinian baby has the same value as an Israeli baby. So when you have that kind of vicious hatred and revenge, you get response of hatred and revenge. They are all wrong. They're all war crimes. They're all to be condemned. But you cannot simply look at this particular moment without the larger backdrop of an ugly occupation and the ugly attacks chronically against Palestinians.
Those are not your words. Largely right. Israel and the United States are primarily responsible for this attack. Professor Dershowitz.
Well, I complained when Palestinian children were killed, but I explained why they were killed. Here is one of the leaders of Hamas. For the Palestinian people, death has become an industry. The elderly excel at this, and so do the children. This is why we have formed human shields of the women and the children. Hamas is the ones responsible for the killing of Palestinian children. Also, Hamas has a term. It's called the CNN strategy. And the CNN strategy is induce Israel into killing Palestinian children by using them as human shields. Then parade the bodies out on CNN, and you'll see what happens. People like Cornel West will engage in crocodile tears, blame it on Israel, when the entire blame is on the Palestinians, Hamas, for using their children as human shields, and then using their children as shields to permit the killing of Israeli children.
What is Hamas's charter?
I have the same outrage when Palestinian babies are killed, when Jewish babies or Israeli babies. I want you to have the same indignation when Palestinians are killed.
Not when they're killed. Not when they're killed by Palestinians. You can't make a moral comparison. When Nazi kids were killed in the bombings of Dresden, I didn't have the same comparison when Jewish kids were put in gas chambers and crematoriums. You're a professor of theology. Don't you understand the moral difference between deliberately murdering a kid and having collateral damage because there are human shields? You're running for president of the United States. What would you do? Let me tell you. Let me ask the question. Let me ask the question.
Okay.
What would you do if terrorists were firing at American children in America and the terrorists were hiding behind Palestinian children? Would you allow the killing of Americans to continue, or would you go and get the terrorists, even if it meant possibly collateral damage on Palestinians? What would you do?
I'll tell you exactly what I would do. First, truth and morality tend to be two casualties in any context of war. I would want to tell the American people the truth. I would tell them what the context is, how we found ourselves in this situation. I would not jump for a military invasion and a genocidal attack on a
genocidal attack
on Gaza.
No, it's not a genocidal
Where are they supposed to go?
When you're
where are they supposed to
terrorists.
go? Bro, this is like Warsaw, 1943. Where do they go?
Where do they go?
Yes.
Let me tell you where they go. They go to the UN. UN is keeping
from Gaza
them.
to Geneva?
No. The UN has places in Gaza. They go to the Rafah
11
crossing.
UN people have been killed in the last few days.
They go to Egypt. They go.
Egypt, how they
wait a
can't
minute.
get out.
Let
Come
me
on,
make another
brother.
thing clear.
No.
Gaza City is very dense, but
Absolutely.
Gaza
It is
itself, the Gaza Strip, there's lots of room. The Israelis have said, get out of Gaza City, go to Rafah, go to Khan Yunis, go to other places. And you know what Hamas is saying?
Water, no
Wait
food,
a minute.
no electricity,
You know what
all in
Hamas
the
is
dark.
saying? Hamas is saying, don't go.
I'm not here to
Don't
defend
go.
Hamas.
Well, you are here.
I'm not defending Hamas.
Wait a minute.
Don't you ever lie on me
Did
like
you
that, brother.
ever-
I'm defending the suffering of Palestinians.
I want to hear
and Hamas itself
wanna
committed
hear-
war crimes.
I want to hear you say-
Anybody who commits war crimes are barbaric. I'm saying that explicitly, but I want you to say if the Israeli Defense Forces are killing children,
No.
are they barbaric too?
No.
Are they ever barbaric?
No. If they target children.
Yes. Have they ever targeted
No,
children? They have
absolutely
never
never in the history
78 years.
have they ever targeted a
brother,
child
you got to get off the
deliberately.
crack pipe, man,
and
please.
No, they have
Please.
never
You don't
targeted
think
a
they
child.
killed one innocent person?
Not purposely.
Since
no.
1948?
No, not
Are they
purposely.
that pure? Are they that
You don't have to be
pristine?
very
Come
pure
on, brother,
not to kill a
please.
child. Not to kill a child.
Let me
They killed 550
hold on. Let me show
Because
something.
they're being used as human shields.
Let me show something
But
we
we
showed
got
on this
deep
program last night.
disagreements on this.
What I'm about to show this
No.
audience, these are cartoons that are air in Gaza for young children that are taught to hate the Jewish people. You know, just watch this for a second, and I'll have you both comment. Watch that.
لأنه اليهود أطفالهم بعلموهم على الشراسة والدمار والقتل والطخ.
تقذف بيدها الصغيرة وجوه الدمار الحقيرة رآها العدو كره طفولتها كره بطولتها صوب البندقية وأطلق الرصاصة.
Professor West,
Yes.
if you brainwash and indoctrinate young children, that is, you're teaching them to hate from that young age. Not good.
No.
Here's the problem.
Any kind of inculcation of hatred is immoral and wrong.
Here's the problem I have with your
brothers
piece.
and others. If there's any hatred
on a
of
second.
anybody,
Let me-
including
let me-
Palestinians,
Would you
wrong
condemn
too.
Black Lives Matter Chicago for justifying the Hamas murder by using these little airplane things and coming down on the music
260.
event?
But I
want to hear.
I would certainly condemn it.
You
I would
condemn
certainly
Black
condemn-
Lives Matter.
I would condemn anybody.
Okay.
It's not a matter of
I'm
skin
glad to
pigment.
hear you-
This is morality and spirituality.
Okay,
brother.
so you condemn Black Lives
But
Matter.
part of our challenge, though, and this is important just as a leader, you see, he asked me what I would do. I would say we've got to end occupation. We got to
This
make
has
sure
nothing to do
that
with
Palestinians
occupations.
have the same dignity, the same rights as Israelis.
Let me ask you a
That's
question.
at the center.
Here's
That's
my-
at the core.
You know I support
Guys,
that.
guys,
you know I
that's at the
support
core.
the two-state
But I don't see
solution.
you-
But Hamas doesn't
Two-state
support the
solution,
two-state solution. Hamas opposes
Professor
it.
West, I want to ask this question. Would Gaza be facing annihilation if Hamas did not attack and kill all these innocent Israelis?
Of course not.
Gaza has been facing
You're not answering.
a chronic
Would they be
process
facing
of
imminent annihilation?
since 2000.
Would they be
And
facing
2000 and what?
imminent
2000 and
annihilation?
what?
Since 2006 and 7, and Gaza was taken over by Hamas. I'm not
And they
pro-Hamas. I'm pro-democracy, but I'm concerned about the suffering of Palestinian
Israel
folks.
didn't fire a single rocket until Hamas fired 5,000 rockets.
Israel controls the
starting
land, the air,
only after
containment,
Hamas
the
took
food
over.
going in, the
Only
trade coming in,
after.
and so forth. But it was already under occupation
It
since
was never.
1967.
No. The occupation ended 2005. Learn your history.
Oh.
Sharon left. Every American, every Israeli settler, every Israeli soldier left. In 2006, it was like Singapore. It could have been the nicest place in the Mediterranean. Then Hamas
You don't
overthrew
think
them.
New York would be under occupation if another country owned its air, its
It
space, its
didn't
food
own
going in,
it
its
between
trade?
2006
There's
and
containment, brother.
2008.
There's containment. Let's be
Only
honest.
after Hamas
Let
took over.
let me end with this.
Yeah.
Here's a sad fact. This debate could not be held on Harvard's campus today.
That's
correct?
right. That's right. I
Well,
would not be
depends on
allowed
which
to
part of the
speak at
campus you're
Harvard.
talking about. I don't want a
I am
homogeneous
offering
trashing of
to go
Harvard.
up to Harvard.
Harvard's got
with-
enough problems.
I am offering to go up to Harvard and
Let's do it.
And
Well, let's
I will
go.
moderate it.
We've debated before on many
And I don't
occasions. We
think
can go to
Harvard will let Professor Dershowitz or Professor Brother Hannon